talk about the Prophet ﷺ in the care of Halima.
Yeah, I think right off the bat, I've met quite a few people that I would say are friends, acquaintances, or what have you, and they've lost one parent, or they've lost two parents, they've lost loved ones, siblings, and subhanAllah, you can see how much it affects them. Right? Like anyone listening or watching, if you've lost a loved one, you understand how much it affects you. And even if it wasn't someone who was immediately related to you, if you've witnessed your friend lose someone that is immediately attached to them, whether their mother, their father, their sibling, you can see the toll it takes on them, right? And then in those moments, a person feels lonely. They feel like no one can understand their pain, and how can they can't even think of how can I even survive this pain, right? Like, and so then to listen to the story of the Prophet ﷺ and how he grew up, it almost gives this sense of comfort to say, oh, subhanAllah, like the most beloved person to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also went through these things, right? And almost gives you a sense of like, okay, it's like maybe in somehow, some way, some shape, some form, I'm actually closer to the lifestyle of the Prophet ﷺ than maybe even other people are, for example, right?
Yeah. Are you getting at the fact that he lost both his parents, not just one?
Yeah.
His father before he was even born, and then his mother at the age of 6. So, but yeah, expand on that. Like, for me, and then he went to the care of
Halima.
No, before that. Oh, he was so just go through the timeline with me.
So
his father dies.
Yeah, Prophet ﷺ's father passes away before he was born. Then the Prophet ﷺ was born, and there was a culture and a tradition amongst Quraysh where the elite, right, would send their children to live with the Bedouins in the desert for multiple reasons, right? And only the elite and the noblemen can afford that, right? To send their children at a very young age to live with people they quite frankly don't even know for multiple reasons. One was to save them from any evil within their own community. They're trying to shelter them from any, whether it's disease, whether it's bad culture, bad ethics, right? Because that plagues every society. So that's one, protect them from that. Number two, there was this aspect of learning and wanting them to be super fluent in Arabic, and the Bedouins were known to be amazing in their like eloquency when it came to Arabic. And I forgot there was also another reason as to why.
To not so that the city seems like a luxury afterwards.
Yes, to essentially make them have tough skin.
Yeah. So a tougher upbringing means that like you can bear more down the road.
Yes.
Right? You're not a pampered child.
And you know what's crazy? Guess how much like if you want to try to like make sense of it to nowadays, what would you think of?
Boarding school.
Boarding school.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, I've seen boarding schools like on YouTube videos or what have you, and these millionaire, billionaire kids go to these boarding schools, right? Easily, they're dropping $15,000 a month for these boarding schools for their children to go to. Why?
To essentially save them from the same things.
See what I'm saying? Like, subhanAllah, there is a level of like care and wisdom that people try to put in, you know, when they're thinking about their children in the future and what they're going to do. And so it's not that crazy to think about that that's what they used to do back then as well. You know?